Welcome back, everyone. Week 3, Knights Skyhawks. Should be a good one. 3, 2, 1, go. We are off. Nick G, welcome back to the studio.
Chris, thank you for welcoming me back to the studio for another epic Knights Soccer matchup. We got a good one here for you today, folks. The 8 seed Knights, 1-1 versus the 2 seed Skyhawks, 2-0. Should be a great game.
Yeah, and these Skyhawks did not compete in last season. So what do we even have to know about them, Nick G?
Yeah, well, the last matchup that the Knights had against the Skyhawks was in Season 5. Mac Machine was the lone goal in a 1-0 victory against the Skyhawks. But they're back. They're back with a vengeance. They are 2-0. They've been off to a great start. But Heater being able to put the Knights ahead after yet another defensive breakdown.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really Heater that had anything to do with this goal. Just like 3 guys on top of each other there for the Skyhawks. Just gets lucky, gets that ball in.
And this is a great time to mention one of the points that I wanted to talk about today. And that's that the Knights last game were bailed by the Rovers' awful defense.
How could you say that, Nick?
They did not play great defense. The Rovers did not. But I do want to highlight something that does not get highlighted enough. And that's the Knights defense. They played great defense in overtime. Held the Rovers after some scary, scary moments. But they are back. And they are ready.
They are, and they really have to stay strong. This Skyhawks team has such a strong player, that being Maverick. I mean, he scores what? 1 goal a game, Nick G?
Yeah, the stats have him at 14 goals in 14 games. That is a goal per game player, and that is an opponent who loves playing the Knights.
Yeah, and I mean, Mac Machine there, on the opposite side of that, cannot seem to grab a goal in these last few games. So many opportunities. I mean, Gusto with that goal. Mac Machine did score last game.
Yes, he did.
But he's got to capitalize on all these other opportunities. How is he going to win games, Nick G?
Yeah, they need to find somebody they can rely on to score goals. And it has been Mac Machine in the past. But through these first 2 games, he's been in a slump. And hopefully, as the Knights go on through this season, he is able to find ways to put the ball in the back of the net.
I mean, here's really an opportunity. The Heat, though! He's back! The Heat!
The Heat finds a way from the corner. That is his 2nd goal of the game. And I'm not going to lie, I think that's the Knights' first, real goal this year that they did not just get gifted by the defense.
Yeah, I mean, besides that overtime goal by Mac Machine. But, I mean, Mac Machine almost scores out with the Heat again!
Heater, less than 2 minutes, 3 goals. Have yourself a day, the Heat.
I mean, look at this combo right here. Mac Machine hitting it off the Heat. Doesn't go in, but then the Heat follows the ball up and pings it in there.
Yes, and that is something that I want to touch on about the Knights' offense. They take shots and do not follow because there have been so many opportunities where if somebody was following, there would be a goal, but nobody would be there. And the Knights need to get better at that.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the Knights are overall a solid team, but sometimes they struggle to specifically be good in one direction or another. Offense, defense, sometimes they just are not there.
No, and I want to say the last time I've seen that both the offense and the defense clicking at the same time, Season 3, when they won the championship.
With ease, may I add, Nick G. With ease. That was a really spectacular season for them. Really, such a great season. I think they had maybe 2 losses the entire season.
Yeah, they were really good. They were the team to beat that year, and then the team to beat in Season 4. But Season 4 got the better of them. Season 3 did not.
Yeah, and that's just how things go sometimes here for Knights fans. I mean, here we are, 3-1, just under 2 minutes. Goose hitting this ball here. Mac Machine does miss the ball here. Leaves an opportunity for Maverick. Mac Machine, though, does able to get that block. This ball is up wide. I mean, Nick G, if you're thinking, we were talking about the defense earlier, but how do they perfect their defense right now?
Don't do that.
Well, I mean,
Thankfully, Goose is awful.
Yeah.
And puts that wide. Should have been a goal. Should be 3-2 right now. But, I mean, the double commits. They are so glaring. They leave their goal open. They need to get rid of double committing towards the ball. And I feel like a broken record because I mentioned this last year. But multiple people go to the ball, and then all of a sudden there's two people in middle ready to put it in.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right, Nick G. Those double commits, they leave gaps in their defense, and on offense, they don't give strength, you know? And it's all about a balance of positioning. And this is something the Knights have really had to work on their entire career in this league. And, you know, they've had their ups and downs, but if they really want to solidify themselves as a top, 3 team overall, in their lifetime, they have to focus on that through this season.
Yes, absolutely. And, Chris, I want to mention something that we completely forgot to mention before. Merlin is out of the lineup.
Merlin's out of the lineup. I could have sworn that he was in as Maverick scores this goal.
No, it's Slider. Slider is in the lineup now. There he is. And he helps Maverick get into position. Oh, my gosh.
That's funny you mentioned that, Nick G, because I was checking the game before we started, and I thought that Merlin was in. I don't know what happened. Maybe there's this late substitution. Machine, he subs out Merlin. Maybe the better choice. I mean, they are winning the game right now.
Right now they are, yes, but I want to say that I don't think Merlin was the reason that this season has been off to a bad start, as Goose, fueled with rage, takes out Machine.
Yeah, I mean, you might be right there, Nick G, but really a surprise here, Machine switching it up so early. 1-1 record. I don't know. I mean, they do secure the win with the new player, with Slider.
They do.
He's back, but was it because of him? That's the question, isn't it?
Who knows? And I want to hear it in the comments. Who wants Slider and who wants Merlin? Hashtag free Merlin. That's all I have to say.
I mean, I guess we'll see in the upcoming weeks. I mean, great win by the Knights. They move out of that relegation zone. This is wonderful. Nick G, anything else to add?
Hey, they are the 5 seed now, 2-1, back to winning ways. Cannot be upset with that.
Absolutely. Well, everyone, thank you for watching as always, and we will see you next week. Peace!